You on camera? Oh my God, I'm patting your fucking head on camera. Wait, hold on. Oh shit. Did she hear? Did they hear me? Look
Yeah,
at
they
her
can hear you.
face. Look at her face. She like, what?
Hold on. Okay, we live, Jay.
Hey.
Stop petting me on camera. Move.
Tiffany, you have somebody patting you on your head, baby.
He always be petting me like I'm a pet.
Oh shit.
Oh, let me turn this music off, honey, because we don't need no copyright infringement.
Why is you in the camera with this?
I mean, if you're gonna be in the camera, you might as well turn the other one on, honey.
Stop it. You
Honey,
said
get
turn
your.
it on.
I said, honey, if you're gonna be in the camera, you might as well get in it, honey, and get your piece right on here.
Sure.
Oh wait, I need to go to Facebook and share this thing.
All right. Uh-uh.
What?
Why I'm echoing?
Because you got two things going on.
Hold on. I'm still echoing. Oh, no, I ain't doing no more.
But we can't hear it. I was gonna say I don't hear it.
All right. All right, guys. Oh, so we on live so we can share it. So
I just shared it, baby.
I ain't shared. Hope you guys are. Oh, I'm scrolling. I see my sister friend Sharina looking good on camera. Gary, go on get your skinny on, Gary.
Right.
I'll join you one day, but these chocolate chip cookies been good to my soul. And plus,
What they did?
good to my soul.
Ha! Yeah, honey. Hey, chocolate chips been good to your soul, honey. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
All right, I'm about to share. Hold on. Am I sure? Oh, I'm sure. Okay. So, hope you guys are staying safe, wearing your mask, washing your hands for 20 seconds, and all that good stuff. Well, it's not good, but it's good to stay clean. Y'all supposed to wash your hands anyway.
Is mine ready?
But yeah. Why you see on Facebook Live and you talking to me?
All right, now you over here pulling the Tanya, okay?
Jesus.
You over here pulling the LT.
Right. I'm over here looking. You know, I had to get her in my spirit, in my shanana.
Yes, Shana now. Yes, Lord. You are a Shana now, honey. What you know about Shana now, girl? You don't know about no Shana now, girl.
So make sure you guys are following us on our social media platforms. Urbanish, urban dash ish on Facebook, urban dash ish radio on IG, and urbanish radio on Twitter.
Yeah, you don't get cussed.
Who be cussed?
Ish.
Oh, it do sound like I'm cussing on. Ooh. Guess what? They're gonna be all right.
Gonna be all right.
Okay.
I heard cuss words before. They gonna live.
So let's get into it.
Yes, let's get into it, honey. It's just the two of us today.
I know they left us.
Yes, they did.
Were they bald headed?
What? I wasn't ready. Nobody told me that's where you were going with this.
They bald headed.
Okay.
I
glued my edges down today, girl, so I ain't bald headed. I got some hair, girl.
You glued mine down yesterday. Last night. So let's get into this hot topic. So the hot topic of today is, were Black people ready to be desegregated?
Tiffany, what kind of dumbass question is that?
So you remember, well, of course you don't remember because neither one of us was born. But anyway, so the segregation we had up until I think early 1960s. Of course, we couldn't go to certain schools, we couldn't drink out of certain fountains, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
So, did that make us better or worse when we could actually be desegregated? So,
Like,
so segregation basically is what we kind of went through. White, we're gonna do the colored sink. We couldn't drink out the white only. We couldn't eat the white only pie. Couldn't sit at the white only.
the what? Not the white girl. I know they have white on the pie child. What pie is that? Cherry? That's the cherry pie.
Yeah, it's the apple pie.
I like apple. You got to switch that. That's cherry, honey. You got to switch that on over to the cherry, honey. Because I like apple, honey. You got to switch that on over to the cherry, girl. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing it.
So, were we really prepared for the desegregation?
I don't know. It does. I don't like your question.
Why you don't like the question?
Because I don't get it. Like, okay, I mean, I get it, but in a sense of, yeah, why would we be ready to be like? We don't want a white.
But
I want to eat on the white pie. Okay.
But by us, okay. So
Real
it's
bad,
pros
though.
and
I don't
cons
want to wait. Hold on. I think I need to clear that white pie. I want to eat on the white.
The white only pie. I got that for life. You remember Life when he ate the apple pie? And what's that? Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and he said he wanted one of the white only pies.
Yes, honey.
So, were we really prepared? Were we ready? Like, because as we always talk about, like Black businesses, because we have more options. Back then, we didn't have no choice but to be together and work together because we couldn't shop at the white only shops. We couldn't go get our hair done at the white only shops. Okay.
Well, let me tell you what we not doing. We ain't fixed to go get no hair done in nobody's white only shop. Okay.
But I'm just saying. Like,
so let's clarify that, okay? Because ain't nobody getting no.
Well, actually, I got my hair cut at Great Clips it's been a long time ago. She did an awesome job.
Congratulations to that, but what I'm telling you is ain't nobody plucking no lace in no white only shop.
Hey, I don't know. I guess I ain't never tried it. So, but I'm just you know
I always make the joke that I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna go into it. You know what? I'm gonna film that one day. I'm gonna go into a white only shop with this lace on. I'm gonna be like, can you please curl my hair?
They'll probably curl the hell out your hair.
Probably. I see them like, oh, this is just so real, girl. But girl, wait, honey. You gonna make that glue come up, girl. Wait.
So being that the things that we talk about so much of about us as a community and the money that we don't spend with each other, were we really prepared for it? And I mean, the evidence of it is hell no.
Why do you say that? I want
because all
give
of us
us more credit than what you're giving us, and I'm not.
But don't be trying to give us credit now. And we was on radio the other week, and you was like, what we be doing when stuff ain't going our way and all that stuff. So a part of that came from not really having a plan for the desegregation.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Let me say this. I know. No, because I know the country was built on our backs. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't even say that I don't want no white only pie. I would rather them just give us our just due.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's more so where I'm at with it. Just give us our just due. Like, stop playing. And even now, the music, everything that y'all do, y'all copy us in everything. Do you know how many white men I done seen sag they pants, child?
Mm-mm.
It's the food, because y'all already ain't got no asses back there.
Ooh.
So you look stupid, pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. You look like a damn fool with your pants on the ground. Yeah.
So but see that's the point that I'm
White America takes everything from us, and that I think that's where I'm at. I just would rather them give us our just due and stop playing with us. Like, give us our 40 acres, and I want more than 40 acres. But 40 acres.
Right.
Give me all of it.
Right. But as you can see too, like the racism that is going on within the country is already being racist to me. It's just being more televised, and the president we got in, and they was even more racist as well when we had President Obama in there. You know, they were saying things, they monkey this and all that kind of stuff.
The president that we got in there now was withdrawal, okay? And that was the problem any daggone way. We elected the dummy that was already against, you know, somebody who was trying to make change. And so I think, you know, I don't even know what to believe in politics anymore. Because, I mean, at this point, I just feel like, you know, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. You pick one party, they got their rules. You pick their party, you got their rules. So at this point, everybody just get out and vote and do what you got to do. But, you know, for the most part, give us our just due. You know, stop playing with us. Give us our, you know, give us our props. You know what I mean? Like I said, they continue to copy off the Black culture every moment they get. You know, every chance they get. I mean, look at their music videos. Look at, you know, what's going on in social media. It's some white chick now with cornrows. What is her phrase? What is when I think of it, I'm gonna say it,
but that's the thing too. It's our culture is imitation, but they don't want our problems. You know.
My issue is they don't go through what we go through to even win.
Of course, but they're not gonna go through what we go through. You know, so because they created a country off of like a facade that.
It lash look like it's leaning a little bit.
That lash not like I'm holding my lash. What? Get off. You got the tongue spirit, and it jumped from one to the next.
I was just looking, I was listening, but I was like, something is just weird right here. Like, I'm over. Keep talking, girl. I'm sorry.
I'm so bad with you. All right, so, but I mean, you know, they don't want our problems.
No, but like okay, so remember, what was it, like a year or two ago when Kim Kardashian came out with the cornrows?
Yeah.
And that was a big thing. And I think we talked about it at some point during something. Dang, Tip, we've been around a long time, honey, because we did do this. We did this story. So, because I'm thinking like, dang, we did this story together. So, right. You know, you remember Kim Kardashian, she did the cornrows, right? And that was a big thing, you know. Oh my gosh, she's imitating our culture. She's taking things, you know, all this good kind of things, you know. And so, I think my issue, like, once again, is that we are highly imitated, but nobody goes through the persecution to be who we are. I think some rapper or some little girl who love and hip hop girl or somebody do something, had dyed her skin like shades darker or something.
Oh, you come out Spice.
No, Spice was light skinned. This girl was light skinned and actually wanted to be like our color.
Oh, she wanted to be chocolate. Oh,
yeah. And so I really don't know how to feel, because you do have the African American culture who is trying to be this light skinned, and then you have these Caucasian people who are trying to be brown skinned. So I just, at some point, what Kool-Aid have we all been sipping? Because I am really just honestly missing the whole thing. Like, I I don't get this anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to understand. Like I love being black. I wouldn't change that for the world. I don't need to be light skinned. I just need to be the skin that God gave me. I'd be okay with that. And if you're
That's
not
all.
okay with that, rush to your nearest Mac counter and fix the shit and come on about your day and be gorgeous and beautiful. Nobody has time for this. Like I just feel
Right.
like it's a bunch of like low self-esteem bull crap. You know what I'm saying? And black is beautiful, you beautiful, everybody beautiful, you know, but can't nobody why we can't just embrace our own.
Right.
I just see other cultures embrace their culture. And I love that. I love that the Chinese embraces their culture. Even the Chinese
But
American,
see too, um,
Mexican, I mean, everybody is embracing
most of those
their.
cultures that you're naming, they don't necessarily embrace the indigenous people, which are always
Who?
the darker people,
Who you say?
the indigenous people of the land.
Okay, girl. I indigenous people. Okay. All right.
So they don't necessarily embrace like the darker skin Chinese people, the darker skin Asian people, period. Like in Brazil they showed the lighter color. Like being chocolate or dark, it's like so heavily implemented into us that black is wrong, or it's bad, or it's such a negative like thing when it comes to being of a certain color within any race. So I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, because you hear what is her name? Amara.
Amara
I
Nigger.
I can never get that last name, so I'm glad you said it. So, Amara, like you always hear her say, like, even within her culture, like the light skin
Yeah,
was,
the
was
Dominicans.
like, and then you always hear her say that she felt like she was never accepted, you
Right.
know, within her culture because she is dark. So she wasn't accepted with the Latinos. She wasn't accepted with the African American. Like it was just, she just didn't have anywhere to fit in. And I just think that's crazy, you know.
Right.
Maybe she just, embrace it all, you know.
And then a lot of that too comes from parents not really teaching their
Yeah.
children about loving themselves, about your complexion of who you are, you know, because we always go back to what we was raised, and the things that we saw, or like with Oprah. I think Oprah mom treated the light skinned sister better than they treated her because she was darker complexion.
Oprah had a sister.
I think she did.
Did she?
I
I don't know. Let me tell you, all I know is she had a show. She gave cars. They gave them back.
I can't with you. But just things like a matter La Negra and things like that, like within the culture of us not really loving who we are, like the skin that you're in. Like you have
But let
to.
me go ahead and tell you, I love every piece of skin that I am in, honey. I'm
Oh, we know you love. We
I
know.
love me. I love me. You don't even have to worry about it, honey. Honey, me loves me. I love me. Ooh, honey. Who? Who?
Right.
Honey, it took a long time to get here, and I'd be damned if I let somebody else tell me that it ain't. Okay, I don't even listen to it. What you say? Bye. Bye. Bye, honey. Bye.
Ooh,
Bye.
check you
Girl,
out.
has no time for it. Has no time, honey. Has no time for it. Mm-mm.
So let's move right in on to get your piece with Jay Hill. It's that time.
Honey, we
Go
need to
ahead and
come
get
up.
you some music, Chad. What you?
Girl, we gonna work on it. We gonna get us. We gonna get us a whole situation going on. I promise you, honey.
Right.
Yeah, honey. You know how we go.
So what you got going on?
Okay, so honey, you got Jacob Blake's shooting, and I think everybody has um seen it. It has definitely went viral. And so what we do know is that the NBA decided to speak up and stand up about this shooting in, I do believe, Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So, if you go back to the video, you see, I guess prior to the video, it's alleged that the man was breaking up a fight. Correct.
Right.
Correct. And so, with him breaking up this particular fight, now we are left here with him getting shot several times in the back. And I'm assuming the kids were in the car. There was a lot going on, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But what I really wanted to talk about was the Lakers and the Clippers and the boycott.
Right.
Um, they decided to go ahead and boycott because of what was going on in Wisconsin. They are looking for a change. They want change. They want resolution. They want things to make a difference. They are tired. Everybody is now tired. We all sick of the shit at this point. We all are tired of what is going on. We see it. We're done with it. We don't want to be bothered with it. And so it is good that the NBA did decide to go ahead and, stand up, and they want, Black Lives Matter on their court. They want, they're making the coaches at this point listen to them. They're making these people listen because these are multi-million, dollar things that are going on. And baby, when you ain't got no players, baby, you shut it down. Honey.
Exactly.
You shut it down. And they are tired. Like the whole team is tired. So much to the point where I heard it was alleged that the teammates actually kicked the coaches out to have a discussion amongst themselves about what they were going to do. So as of right now, the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, that's what they're called, correct? Because I don't know nothing about no damn sports, honey. I think, this is one of my first little sports stories, girl, and don't know nothing about no sports. But I'm trying. So I'm going to get back to it.
Right.
So it is said that they have come to an agreement to go ahead back with the playoffs. There won't be any games this week. I don't believe there'll be any games from them this weekend as well. But they are to resume back to schedule. I'm assuming next week, and then something about they have to add something. I had to add something to the schedule, since they're missing days or whatever. But that's that. I really don't know nothing about anything else, but I am glad that they are speaking up. I'm glad that people are deciding to make that change, to have their voice, to stand up. I do believe we need more people to do this. Shut it down. Shut it down. Like, stop playing with it and shut it down. I think they need to realize there'll be nothing without us. Honey. Nothing. There'll be nothing without us. So I think at this point, it's time to show our power. Show our power. And so, speaking of power, our girl Garcelle. Now I never get the girl's last name right, honey. I jacks it up every chance I can get.
Oh.
Bouvier.
What's the first name?
Garcelle, girl, you know fancy from Jamie Foxx, fancy.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Yes, honey, congratulations.
She always gonna be fancy.
Always gonna be fancy, honey. Well, she is a part of the Bravo franchise now as the first African American woman on.
Is that Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills, yes. Yeah. Yes. So it is seemingly opening some major doors for her. Unfortunately, Tamara Mowry, House leader, decided to make her exit. And then they got rid of somebody named Amanda something. I didn't really too much. I don't know who she is. I didn't even care. I just bypassed her name. But whoever she is, and they got rid of her ass through her. Let her go. But Tamara decided to walk off. There's a difference because they did specify the difference in the article.
Right.
Tamara walked off, and the other girl, they just let her ass go.
Who's going to take my...
No.
Oh, you talking about...
Amanda girl.
Amanda Seals.
Yeah, they just... I didn't even know why she was on there. It was just no purpose for me.
I already knew that was not going to work out though.
No purpose for me. She was not a good fit. It was
Well, because she's very political, and
okay.
then, yeah. So and they
So she needs to be
have
on something like The View. She does not need to be
yeah.
on The Real. The Real is a little bit more urban and a lot more hot topics and what's going on today's time more than
Right.
maybe what she was trying to give. So we are, maybe try The View, Amanda, but as of right now, well, who we are talking about is Good Garcelle. And so we're going to just switch back over to her, honey, because we've given Amanda too much of our time. So we're going to talk about Miss Garcelle, honey. And we're going to talk about how she is now the host of, well, one of the hosts of The Real. How do you feel about that?
I think she'll be a great fit.
I'm glad you think so. I don't.
Well, I do. I think it's gonna work. Why? I think she's gonna balance everything out.
I
Then,
feel
then,
no, I feel like Lonnie is there to balance. So we don't need no balance. Lonnie is the one to
so then
balance.
I need to go back and look because
We don't need no balance. Lonnie balanced them.
Did Tamara leave the
Yeah, that's what
okay.
I just said that whole spiel. I went through that whole ha rah rah, and you just gonna ask me the question again.
One of my blonde strings were
Girl.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm only saying that I don't feel like it'd be a good fit is because like girl, I don't know. I just want something else. I guess I just want a different feel. I feel like you should get somebody a little, no shade, just a little bit, maybe a younger demographic. I feel like Lonnie brings a lot of the unity and the motherly love to the group already. So I don't feel like that's missing anything. I feel like we need a firecracker on that show. I feel like we need somebody as Tamar was, maybe not Tamar again, though I love her and speedy recovery to her.
You know what? Kiki, I think would have been cute.
Kiki Wyatt would have brought the
Not Kiki White. Kiki,
you
the younger Kiki.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Okay, that would have been a good fit. She is a queen. She is. So we'll give her that. We'll give it to her. We'll give her some girls.
I think she would have gave them balance. Well, not necessarily balance, but
No, but she's a firecracker and definitely would have spiced. They need spice. And
they need younger and not.
No, I love Garcelle. She's not mouthy enough, or she's not combative enough for me to be on that particular show. You need somebody that's gonna have a really, really strong opinion, and you already have somebody that brings down that balance with them, which is Lonnie. So I kind of feel like they just need to keep the group. And if you're going to add somebody, I was here with Kiki Wyatt when I thought she was talking about Kiki Wyatt because I knew she was gonna bring shit too. So I think either demographic, when you go with either Kiki's, you win. However, I just feel like you need somebody that has those really strong opinions. I think Garcelle just gives me like she'll give it to you, and she does have a very strong opinion, and I'm not saying that she doesn't. It's just not for that. Not for me. I have to watch and see, but for me as of right now, I'm not. I don't see that. I just
You don't know about that.
no. And congratulations to Miss Meg Stallion, honey. She has decided to tell her story, honey, and we thank the Lord.
Is that a congratulations?
It is a congratulations, honey, because I was so sick of the shit.
I can't with you.
You knew I was sick of it. I mean, and I'm assuming like, okay, so it was alleged because of legal reasons, like she just could not come out and fully say, what was going on. So I I do understand, but I just kind of wish she just would have shut up until she was able to say something because you just left so much. You know what I'm saying? So like all of that unnecessary, face, all that unnecessary Instagram you was doing, all of that live you was doing unnecessarily because your feelings was hurt was because you had put the story out there. That granted, like the story was out there, but you had went back out and you had said what you had said, but you ain't say nothing. And some people was upset because you had said what you had said, but you ain't say nothing because you had said nothing. You didn't give nobody nothing. And so, then you get back on there and you're upset with people because you feel like they're dragging you. Well, baby, we don't know what happened. So you had left everybody assume or be in their imaginations. It doesn't make it right. But we all know how social media is. We know how Black Twitter is. You know what you signed up for, sweet daughter, is where I was with it. Like, you're a celebrity. Like, get over it. Like, your life is our life.
I think she's still new to.
Yeah, I think she's still kind of getting used to it, and so and I think I had to kind of switch over and kind of just be like, you know what, she's probably never been through anything as major as this, as public as this either, so she probably did not know how.
You want this segment to get shot?
No, and you know what, and like I said, I just wish she would have just refrained from saying anything until she was actually able to say something. Like, she's clearly able as of right now to tell her side of what is going on or what happened to her. So, definitely speedy recovery, and we're definitely wishing her the best. But in the flip side of that, you kind of got to understand the part that you played in what was going on, and that is that you decided to speak probably, and I would say maybe out of turn. Maybe you shouldn't have said nothing. Said something so
she's gonna have to develop thicker skin.
Definitely.
Because I can't say for people to be nicer because people are mean as hell, and so people gonna say how they
but I was still talking about shit. Like, I love her. I think she's amazing. I think she's a wonderful
but
woman.
you're not people was really dogging.
Yeah, I was probably on the lighter end of the spectrum. I wasn't digging in her. I saw the post. I saw the blog. I thought it was completely dragging her. And I thought that was unnecessary.
It was.
Yeah, it was definitely unnecessary. It was way too much. Seemed too much.
Because they're just telling any type of victim, a domestic violence victim that, it's okay. Oh, they be like, oh, I wonder what she did to him to make him shoot her. They're just telling the victim that I wonder why you wearing your black eye. I wonder what you did to make him hit you.
But then, like I said, that somewhat towards her. I feel like that goes from her speaking about it once again, and then not giving anybody any details. So you kind of left all of whoever your fans and whoever else to speculate whatever it was that happened to you. And so that's what I was saying. I'm glad that she's able to speak and able to tell her side of the story and able to get that out for real. I'm not here for for anybody shooting anybody or beating up on anybody. I'm not here for none of that. However, I was just saying maybe she shouldn't have spoken so soon, being that she was unable to speak about it completely in the first place. We should have just allowed the blogs and the news to continue to say what they were going to say until she was able to actually make a public comment about what was going on with her and that situation. And I think it probably would have went a little better because a lot of the blogs was only dragging her because of when she came out and said something the first time. She left everything so vague and so out there for people to just grab any damn thing, and just think of, at this point, because we had no facts to the actual story. So, hello, is you not paying attention to me?
I am, but these people in my house getting on my nerves.
Hey, people! Quit talking. I got shit to say. You're interrupting.
But they had all day to talk to me.
I little segment out to get to talk to her.
Shit. But okay. But yeah, so I mean I can understand to a certain extent or whatever. I can understand to a certain extent, but she's gonna have to grow, like I said, thicker skin. Cause like certain artists, like with Cardi B, like Cardi B be like, I don't give a flying what you got to say about me and mine, but this is what it is. And when it comes to, because she's in hip hop, she's going to have to develop that type of skin.
Well, I don't think her background qualifies her to. I don't think her background qualified her or made her ready for it. Maybe not necessarily qualify her because I won't say that. But what I will say is maybe it did not prepare her. You know, I think she kind of came from a home that was, you know, lock and grid. You know what I mean? Good. You know what I'm saying? Like family definitely had you down. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't about the shit, so
So she don't know nothing about that. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
believe she do.
I believe to a certain extent she does, but I do believe also that I think the way she grew up was very much so like
Conservative.
well, middle class America. You know what I mean? Like
That don't mean
I don't think she had
that's
like
America be
what I'm
hiring
telling you is
people.
I don't think like she went through nobody's trenches and like I don't think she has like no
But does that really qualify you to be a certain kind of way because you go to the church? I know crazy people come in all levels.
you know what? You know what, Tiffany, you're right. And let me take that back because you're right. I'm going ahead and swallow that because you said that. You're right. You're right.
Cause
You know what?
you ain't that same, is you?
Because you had tried it. You had tried.
You was raised in the suburbs, but you about that life.
I put this wig on about this life. Okay, hell yeah, honey. But no games. But no games with it. What you say? Don't play with it. Don't play. Hey, bro.
Exactly.
What? I'm back, girl. What we say?
So that don't qualify her for nothing because of how she.
No, I just think
Because prime example,
it was portrayed.
for president. Anyway, prime example.
Why is it? You know you was pushing this Kanye bullshit agenda, and I just don't know how to feel every now and then when you say it. I just be upset with it. I just be like, what? What?
But Kanye is prime example. He about that life. He don't give a damn by being raised in the suburbs. Kanye, did you see how he be with them with the paparazzi? He be cussing them out. he was you would think Kanye was born in the hood somewhere, and they went nobody college. And he was on the corner selling crack because he about that life. He was like, bruh, what, bruh? That's how I said. What you was raised at don't excuse you from being about that life.
No, yeah, you're right. That's why I said I have retracted the statement.
I know you did.
Don't beat me up.
I
said sorry. Okay, I said sorry. Dang.
I had to sip my Kanye Kool-Aid.
I'm tired of your Kanye Kool-Aid. I don't want you to sip no more of that because that is just poisonous. That is foolish. And then I read somewhere where he's trying to fund somewhere in Arizona. I think it's Arizona now. Like he's doing the most. Trying to get on.
He doing what now?
He doing the most. He really is trying to get on this ballot, y'all. Y'all don't even understand how serious this shit is.
Y'all ain't gonna be doing Kanye like that.
Y'all gonna wake up and tomorrow y'all president's gonna be Kanye. So I want y'all to get yourselves to pause, because let me tell you what we're not gonna do. We already got a fool in office now. What we not gonna do is put another one, okay?
What you ain't gonna pull? They gonna pull it.
Please don't. Please, I beg of you, please, just let it go.
Don't do it.
Baby, I mean the first verse in the first chapter, honey, Frozen, honey. Let it go.
Oh, I thought we about to quote the Bible.
No, baby, I didn't have no Bible verse for you, but I had a good Disney quote for you, honey. Let it go. Disney bless your soul too, honey. I don't know what you're talking about, honey. Let it talk to you.
What, that? The First Corinthians?
You know what? Don't even worry about it, because you done went somewhere else, and I ain't even trying to go there. So we just can move on. What is the next topic that you have in line for us? Because we're not even doing that today. My wig ain't even secure for that conversation. So what we gonna do is just move on and just and keep it moving, okay?
So we done. So you gave us the piece.
I did give y'all a thing. See, this is so different from radio. I'm so used to theme songs and things, and intros and things taking me in and out.
We gonna get it together. I'm gonna get my speaker, so when you come on, we gonna have.
Yeah, I need some twerking music. I need some walk music.
Wait. Oh.
Girl, I wasn't moving nothing but my shoulders, child.
Somebody come get them.
Honey, this ain't nothing rapping but these moans, child. Honey, bro.
So back to in other news.
Yes, news.
Okay, so back to Jacob Blake, where you briefly discussed him about the NBA boycotting. They talking about postpone, and one of the players was like, "Let's get it right. It's not postpone. We boycott it."
Yeah,
get it right.
Yeah, definitely.
So the federal investigators launched a civil rights probe into the shooting of Jacob Blake. So if you guys haven't heard, I don't know how you haven't. Well, some people haven't taken a break from social media during COVID. So if you haven't heard, now you hearing it right here on Urbanish about the young man. He's 29 years old in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
You better talk about
had black people there, but hey.
Baby, I didn't know what it was. I couldn't read none of it, and I was over here speaking in tongues, child.
So the basically the FBI has like stepped in to do the investigation. They don't want their own department, and I just think it's so crazy. How do you let one's own department launch an investigation on themselves?
Well, isn't that how all the cops have been getting away with their bullshit in the first daggone place? Because the precincts have been launching their own investigations about.
Yeah, and then it's a certain law that's still in place. I forgot the name of it. I can't think of it right now. But it basically covers them. So now it covers us and it covers them in the state of Georgia, not everywhere. So I forgot. I have to go back and look it up. I forgot what his name was. So basically they launching. So basically he was breaking up a fight. Well, we seen him walk to the car, and one of the officers opened fire 7 times, shooting him in the back, and he had 3 kids in the car with him.
My question is,
and he's still alive, but he's paralyzed from the waist down.
Yeah, so you told me that, and I didn't know how to feel about that, because like that is just, I feel like that is just no way for an individual to have to live the rest of their lives.
Right.
Like, you do realize he can't get that back, you know?
Right.
And that somebody will have to be there to help him and aid him for the rest of his life.
I'm like, how are you supposed to get his kids to where they need to go? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to figure out, like, what justified. Like, did he threaten the cop? Did he, like, what happened in those moments that made you feel like that it was just okay to do?
I'm like, and then they say he had a knife. I'm like, okay, but he wasn't going after. He wasn't attacking.
I mean, he had the knife and it was on his ass. Then what the fuck? Well, what?
But he was getting in the car. So by you, because like I seen him circling the car. They seen them circling the car. I seen one of the guys. I don't know if they was telling him something or whatever. And then the other guy pulled the gun out, the other officer, and started.
Well, here was the thing. They were already like pulling him out the car because they had like wrapped his hand around the shirt, and then he was pulling on him. He was pulling on him and he was shooting him. So I was a little confused about exactly why the hell You're pulling in somebody, like you're yanking them out of the car. Did he threaten to go get a gun? Like, what was it that made you think this was okay to do? And that's where my issue is. Like, at this point, y'all just ain't doing nothing. And what made you follow him? Was he that much of a threat? If he was breaking the fight up, then what made you follow him to the car? If he was breaking something else. Like, I have so many questions about this because it just doesn't make any sense to me on why they felt like this was okay. And it took the whole NBA to do a boycott for you guys to want to do an investigation. Like, I have a really big problem with that at this point. Like, we all seen it. It was on social media. And, I've definitely been a victim of social media, with my son, with the foolishness with cops too. So, I'm not here for the shit at all. Like, I'm tired at this point. Like, I'm over it. I'm done with it, and I'm tired. Like, at this point, something needs to be done.
So yeah, so that's what, and I think like we pretty much tired, like you said.
Yeah.
That's the only really word to use right now, because at this point, I'm like, one of you guys are gonna get it through your head. Like, you just can't, like, and now, like, people know who you are, because at first they wouldn't release who he was. They thought it was another officer, so they was sending that officer
death threats and things of that sort.
Right.
Right, and I know if I was that officer, I would be like, bag up, bro, because I had nothing to do with that. No, wrong. He is the one. Get him.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want that coming to my house. And you're not gonna do that. Like, you're not gonna put that on me. Like, I think this is like absolutely ridiculous. I think something absolutely needs to be done, and I'm over it at this point. Y'all don't care who y'all draw a gun on at this point. Y'all drew guns on 13-year-old boys. Let's please not forget. My son was involved in that. Y'all don't give a damn about anybody. Y'all just don't care. You don't care. And that is now my biggest issue, that you just don't care. You see a black person, and at this point, it's just, what is this, deer season?
I think a lot of them need to be reprogrammed as well, because coming, like, a lot of them, number one, I don't understand, as an officer, why would you want to be in a neighborhood that you know nothing about, and everything is a stop and frisk and that kind of stuff, and it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy. If you get your, I'm like, who the hell is that?
Child, you like to have scared the hell out of me, okay?
But y'all thought y'all gonna do the show without me today?
You better figure this out, okay?
I thought you was on break.
I am on break, but y'all look like you're having too much fun.
I was like, no, we can't get robbed on Zoom.
I ain't gonna rob y'all.
Yeah, and I was like, is this the Pirates of the Caribbean? I didn't know what was going on.
I was like, what the hell? All I seen was something pop up that Urbanish Digital. And I just kept talking. I was like, well, maybe somebody done logged in on that.
I was thinking, you didn't see my face get crooked, like, girl. Like, you don't see this other icon popping up. I was just saying. Oh. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Terrible. I just took my my what I got, hydrocodone and my ibuprofen.
Oh, baby, you finna be knocked out good, honey. Yeah.
I'm hoping to kick in, because I went to the store real quick to grab something to eat, because I can't eat nothing. So I got some mashed potatoes and some meatloaf, and tried to eat that.
Did it hurt when you tried to eat it?
Yes.
Jesus.
Don't ever get your wisdom teeth pulled out. That's just a trap.
I've already had them. I had all 4 pulled out at one time, baby. I've already had that.
Did you go through this whole, like, somebody just, like a hockey player just hit me in the face with a hockey puck?
I got all 4 done at one time, baby. My face was sitting, and not in a good way.
Wow.
I was like, thank God for Corona, because now I can wear a mask and be normal.
Okay, I look like Magic Dragon child. Yes, honey, I understand.
Jesus.
Hey, but you did look like you was finna rob us though.
Right. I was like, we can't get robbed on Zoom. He was like, send me my cash out money now.
Oh Lord, what y'all talking about?
Um,
We was talking about police brutality and shit, and what's
Well, we've been talking about
Right,
Jacob
right.
Blake.
oh yeah, that's terrible.
right. So what are your thoughts?
My thoughts earlier this year, last year, 10 years before that, 20 years, 50 years,
Hey,
it just doesn't change. It just seems like no matter how much we march or how much we cry about it or how much we kneel, it's like nobody does anything when we die.
So I have a question. Do y'all feel like the NBA, and maybe I should have asked this earlier, but it's good that Regis is on here too. So do you feel like that the NBA has actually like the Clippers and the Lakers have actually gave in too soon? Because my thought process is though do you feel that? Because I do feel like how do y'all give in so quick?
Easily, because
Yeah,
our ancestors marched and they protested until they got results. They did not yield and they did not stop. They died
right.
waiting for
What you
results. It's
mean
like, you know what I'm
by
saying?
yielding? What you mean by yielding though?
Well, they seem to have whatever deal they come across as far as the Lakers and the Clippers, as I reported earlier, that they're going back to the championship. So at this present time of the playoffs or whatever.
I thought they said they weren't gonna play it on. That they pulled.
So that's what I'm saying. But as of today, they have agreed to.
Oh, that probably was a threat.
I got the
That
roll.
they weren't gonna get their money.
Yes, my mother's
Okay, but once again,
Yeah.
if that's the threat, like why put it out there in the first place?
So,
Why
sorry.
say that?
Because you knew that was a possible situation before you said it. So like if we're gonna go through these current changes, you're gonna say Black Lives Matter, you're gonna do this boycott, then my thing is what exactly changed? What did the FBI
Nothing.
do an investigation? So what?
What? Nothing changed. What the only thing that's talking to them is money.
Right.
And so like I feel like if something as easily as money can get you to yield or get you to change your mind or get you to stand down, then you went for us in the first place.
And that's why when I brought up the hot topic about when we did talk about the hot topic were Black people ready for desegregation, and the answer is no. We weren't ready because as a community we were still trying to figure it out, And every time we had something great like Black Wall Street, there's so many more Black Wall Street that a lot of us don't know in history that were burned down. Like it was a city in Lake Lanier. That city got flooded. That was Black owned, and a lot of deaths goes on. And there's a lot of other cities that were similar.
And I'm going to nobody Lake Lanier, honey. You gonna drown, child. You don't go nobody Lake Lanier, honey.
Right. But that's why I said them the slaves pulling y'all ass in the water. Not the slaves, but the people of town it was.
Put that out.
Well, they ain't got to pull me because I don't float. So I'm good. I'm going to stay on the show.
They ain't got to pull me because I ain't getting in there. You already know.
Right.
Pass me by, honey. Pass me by.
Right. So and the thing is just, I don't know, it's just crazy because on one hand, I'm like, okay, we need to stand our ground. And then on the other hand, I'm like, people still, they think about, well, I got this certain lifestyle and I still have to feed my family. Are you going to feed my family for? Because that's what it automatically go to, like survivor mode for Black people. Like we're always in survival mode. Like I don't want to lose this. I don't, because
you can't feed them when they're dead.
Huh?
You can't feed them when they're dead. So you defeated the purpose.
Right.
You have to stand for something or the whole community falls. Period.
Right.
So if we don't stand together, then it's no point to keep trying to do this.
So
that's why I said I kind of felt like they just bagged. They gave
way too soon.
Yeah, way too soon.
Yeah.
And I think that's more so where I was disappointed at was that I felt like, hey, this is a grand opportunity to make these points. and y'all are making some, good headway. And then all of a sudden it was, oh, we came to an agreement. Well, what kind of agreement could you have come to that this man's life is still sitting here in the balance? Like, what agreement could there have been when these people have lost their lives? Please tell me what type of agreement you could have that could just be okay for you to go back
Yeah.
basketball.
But that
We'll
was
never know that.
their point when they
Oh
had.
no, we gonna know because somebody gonna get to the bottom of it. They ain't gonna let that go because somebody feel like we
Yeah.
feel. Somebody
But
feel like we feel.
the thing is too, the good thing is that Jacob did survive, so he gets to tell his story.
Mhm.
That he get, because most time when you shot that many times, you shot this man 7 times, so that means you meant to kill him.
Mhm.
I mean, y'all, his back was towards you. What the hell?
He wasn't even coming towards you.
And
So,
aren't they taught in their basic training that like when somebody's back is turned? Because I know like
You can't shoot somebody in the back.
right. So I know if somebody breaks in my house or something like that, you're not allowed. Like if they're running away or trying to get away, you're not allowed to, shoot them. You'll go to jail.
go to jail, right? And you gotta make sure that you shoot them that they fall in the house, so you gotta have to drag them back in.
Don't worry, I would.
Call me, I'll be there.
Oh.
You can have him by both feet.
Baby, we be over here playing an episode on how to get away with murder, bitch. Play with me, okay?
So yeah, so it's just I don't know, and we weren't. I would always think that say that we was not ready, because we were flourishing together. We have no
I don't
choice.
feel like we wasn't ready. I feel like we were ready. I just feel like.
But the result of being ready is not what 2000.
It wasn't our fault though. We got derailed. That had nothing to do with us. We got derailed. Us being segregated, or however, like us moving on, us having progress has never been our fault. It's always been somebody to kick us down 10 steps, 10 doors. We've always got doors shut. It's not us. So it's not that we haven't been progressive. I don't feel like it's that we haven't been progressive or that we haven't been moving forward. I just feel like we've always been derailed. Every chance, every opportunity that they've gotten, we have been derailed, period. It hasn't been that we haven't had the opportunity to get these things done. It has simply been that we have honestly been derailed. And somebody is at my door, so y'all go ahead and talk about that while I go answer this, okay?
Oh my God.
I can't.
So financially, like the desegregation has not helped us.
And she didn't mute the mic.
Huh?
She didn't mute the mic.
I have to lose my cheering, child.
You heard some hollering, but I was like, she didn't even mute the mic.
I know, y'all don't need to be like, y'all need to hear what's going on, honey. I need witnesses just in case, child. I was over here talking my crap, honey. I was over here talking my shit, honey. I thought maybe someone would come in and knock, baby.
FBI come knock on doors.
No, they was coming and knock, baby. They was over here knocking, child.
They be like, excuse me, ma'am. What exactly were you saying online?
So what was the question again, Tiffany?
Was desegregation good for the Black community? And Jay said he thinks
no.
Why you think no?
I feel like as a community, when we were segregated, we had to deal with each other. We were forced to really have each other's backs. It's like we weren't trying to keep up with the Joneses. We weren't trying to be something that we were not. We weren't trying to compete with other communities. We were our own community. Is when I needed something, I could get it from you. When you needed something, you can get it from me. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like how it is now, to where it's like now we're segregated within ourselves, trying to join other communities.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Cut that out.
But I say it all the time, and I was talking to I was doing an artist makeup and hair a couple of weeks back, and I was having a conversation with her, and I was just simply like, I'm so grateful for the group of people that I have around me, which is my Urbanish family. I said, because we oftentimes include each other in everything that we do. So it's not, I got a gig, you got a gig, you got a gig. Like, we're always keeping each other so busy with things amongst each other that we are so solid that we keep each other busy. And I was just telling her, I said it would be so amazing if the Atlanta, gospel artists, especially, the newbies and, those that have been around for a little while could just get together and put on something. But y'all are all crabs in a barrel. Y'all are all trying to reach this goal where y'all feel like you have to drag one down, to drag the other one down, to drag the other. Like, it's so much going on. And it made me at that point be so grateful for you guys and how we operate.
Yeah.
But it also is a disheartening because
I wish everybody else could be like that.
Right. I wish that other people could understand what this feels like, what this family, what this unit, and working together feels like,
And real support.
And real support.
Without asking. That's the best part. It's like we don't have to ask each other for support. It's like if I'm doing something, y'all are automatically there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm automatically there. You know what I mean?
First people in the room, definitely you have something
and last ones to leave.
Last ones to leave, and so
we might be about to fight at the end of the night, but we're gonna be there next time.
And that's what I love. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I think I wish people could see so much, and that they will see it eventually, very soon. However, I wish people could really see that because it when she said it. It made me grateful, but it also, like I said, I got disheartened at the same time because I was like, Dad, I understand what you're saying. Like, I get it. I totally get. Like, I wish other people could have this same motivation, have this same inkling to say, hey, you know what? Let's all work together and let's all get to the top together.
Exactly.
I told Tiffany, I said, man, you done kept me busy. People all in my daggone DMs and can't makeup and can't. I don't even know these people, but I'm grateful. And I told her that. I said, I'm so grateful that my work is starting to speak for itself. Those are the things that, that matter. Regis, you got things, big things in the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the things that are gonna really matter when people see it. But here's the thing: we all are coming up on it together. Even our Atlanta Elite family, we're all entangled with one another, and I think that's the amazing part about what we've created with one another.
Yeah,
I wish that people could honestly just get out here and do the same thing.
And it's so easy.
Put your damn egos aside.
It is so easy.
That's what it is.
Not that serious, and that's what pisses me off so much. Because these people have major talent. These people are major anointed. These people are like gifted. And y'all are allowing y'all stupidity and y'all dumb shit to get in the way of what could be great. Atlanta could be upside down right now. But instead, we allow our egos and our petty little dramas and our whatever we got going on to just get in the way of what could be really, really great. And we don't, I think that's what frustrates me the most because, I do a lot of these girls' heads, you know what I'm saying? And in my head, I just be listening to some of the babble that they be talking about. And I be like, but if you put that aside, you could have been at the Grammys. If you had put that aside, you could have been at the Stellars. If you had put that aside, you could have been here. You could have been there because you could have already had a tour already set and you could have been across the country already. Me and Regis have been talking about all kinds of things together, and those are one of the things I did when I think we talked about a tour across cities, and that was the thing. It was building those things together. But these people want they want to be headliners, and they got to be a part of the show, and they got to be.
And see, the thing is, most people don't realize what God has for you is for you, and can't nobody else take that away from you. And then can't nobody make you get there until it's your time. So I can't be sitting here thinking about, well, damn, he got this, he got that, and I ain't got that yet.
Right.
I don't have to drag you down to get it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then when when we support each other, we pour into each other, we experience having enough not to need to take from other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your win is my win because guess what? I'm the one to help you produce that. Or you're the one to help do the makeup for that. Or you're the one to help, with the background of the shit that, you know what I'm saying? So it really takes a team to really get to the goal. And people have this mentality, you get there by yourself. You don't get there by yourself. It's not possible. I'm not gonna say it's not possible.
Beyonce has a whole team. She didn't get to the top by herself.
She got a whole civilization. Beyonce got a civilization.
Right.
Beyonce got a makeup artist and a makeup artist.
And it's funny because the other day I was thinking about posting on my Facebook when people are around you, what do you want them to feel or experience when they walk away from you? What is their takeaway when they walk away from you? And my biggest thing is always to make people feel loved.
Loved and inspired.
Yeah. So no matter what we're doing, no matter what we're going through, I'm putting it together. Yeah, my name is on it, but again, I'm nothing by myself. And so I think as Black people, like the egos, the titles, how much money we got in the bank, but at the end of the day, like Jay-Z always say, you still a nigga to them, So to us, it's like, oh yeah, I got a bigger car, I got a bigger house, or I stay on that side of town, you stay on that side of town, you grew up like this, and not really exhibiting the love that's needed to get, what you need done or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's
and they be the most miserable people.
Yeah. So like
I've walked away from so many things at this point in my life, and I think I said this, like this pandemic has opened my eyes to so much that if I'm not feeling that energy, if I'm not getting that vibe that I feel like I'm worth and that I feel like that I need in my life, then I feel like I have the right to walk away. I feel like I have the right to change my vibe. I have the right to change my energy, my space. So,
I understand when you say you have to walk away, but too, we have to also learn the constructive criticism from each other.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with constructive criticism. I just feel like
when it's damaging to you from the vibe or the things that's going on, is because I've already told you how I felt. And you are not listening to me.
Right, absolutely.
So that's why most of the time we walk away from a situation.
But even if but I'm just saying, like, I can walk into something right, and I can just be like, you know what? This ain't even for me today. And this ain't for me today. So let me just go ahead and hit my black behind back home. And I do that now. When I know that if I walk into something or I go to something and I listen to myself. And I think if more people start listening to themselves, they would be so much better off that first time. Like, we have to learn how to stop questioning ourselves. And I think that's what I've learned through this pandemic. Stop questioning me. Like, if I feel like I don't need to be there, I just don't need to be there. If I feel like I don't need to fool with you, whether it's today, tomorrow, or next week, if I feel like I don't need to fool with you, I just won't fool with you. And I'm just going to keep moving on about my business because I don't have time for the foolishness. And I think if everybody had a mentality not to be with the foolery, or allow the foolery to get caught up in their everyday lives, or allow the drama to live with them, then we would be in a better situation. But the problem is we hold on to too much shit, girl. We hold on to too much.
And I think
we hold on to too much. You did something yesterday to me, so I'm gonna be mad for the next 3 months about it. Instead of apologizing and moving on and say, you know what, we was both wrong, we both messed up. Hey, let me just go ahead. But I'm in the same position, but I ain't chasing nobody either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think we, especially as a community, we always in our feelings, and that's what I've learned more about myself. And I told Regis too. I was like, it's just the emotion. It's just how you're feeling at the moment. And see, people don't understand. Like, we get so caught up, because I know I do it a lot, in our feelings of how we feel. And something like, I say one thing, like you would say something to me, and I'm taking it out of content instead of for what it is, or looking in the mirror like, oh yeah, that I do need to work on that, because we all of us we think we're perfect, and like my mom
We all
said,
do
you
it.
got your own mirror, so.
We all do it.
But I think
I
I told Regis I've learned so much being around you guys, and I think I told you too, Tiffany. I've learned so much about being around you guys. So here's the thing: when we are in our moods, or when we do get in our worlds, because we all get in them, I think that we've learned to have some type of sympathy for one another, to understand what position the other person may be in, and I think we're well rounded to think about all sides of the spectrum, and just instead of being selfish with what we think and how we think about a situation, I think we oftentimes put ourselves in the other person's shoe. So I remember reaching out to Regis, and I did text him, but I remember reaching out and saying, after we did get a chance to talk, saying, hey, I didn't really know what to do. So the best thing that I knew to do was this. And so this is what I did. And so I hope this was enough to carry you through, because this is what I need to do. But you get what I'm saying. But if we communicated like that a lot more, we would be a whole lot better.
And I tell so many people, a lot of you like lack empathy, because like when you're on the customer service job and you're talking to customers, and they ask you the question, it's like, so what would you do if you have an irate customer, and you doing your interviews and you have to answer it? You tell a lie. Most people tell a lie, and because you have to answer, you can't be combative. You have to go back with that person with empathy and say, yes, I understand. And so that's how I base my whole life. That's how I live. I live off of empathy and love. So no
I wish
matter
people
what,
would get that love thing. Like I wish people would really get that love thing. Like it really heals them. Like it really is a healing factor for people, and it would definitely be a healing factor for a lot of the hurt that we've all experienced in our lives. If people would just honestly take the time out to stop judging us so much, and honestly take the time out to love us. I oftentimes in this form, I oftentimes people are forced to either hate me or love me. Because either you're gonna accept the way that I look or you're not, and we're gonna move on. There's no love lost, and because I understand everybody's position. So I understand there are people out there that's not gonna agree with this. I understand there are people who are gonna be like, yes, you be girl. I get it. So I understand that there are so many sides to every spectrum, but I just wish that if we honestly got that love thing like down pat, I think we would be so much better. Me and my mom talk about it so often, even when it comes to the churches and when it comes to the pictures. Like we was talking about it. I was like,
because you were the first person that I became friends with in your position, because I'm a R&B singer. I'm from the 90s, and like being gay in the industry was just like a no. Like being clocked because you got transgender friends or boys that are like really girly was just like forbidden for me. So like when I met you, it's like something in your spirit was just like so fucking dope. Like we just connected like effortlessly. Yeah. It was so weird to me because I had never met a friend like you before.
Right.
You turned out to be like one of the best brother sisters I could find.
Not brother sister. That's why. So you hear brother sister, you my lady boy.
I love it. I love every bit of it. But I appreciate when people say things like that, and I appreciate when people come to me and realize that I'm a human being and that it's okay, and it's okay for you to have a side eye. I'm okay with people looking at me a little weird. I get it. I understand. I'm like, girl, take it in, honey. Take it all in, honey. I know it's a lot. Take it in, honey. I know it's a lot, and because once those barriers are down, and once you get to know me, you realize that I'm a human being, that I have kids, that I'm a parent, that that I have things like
normal person.
Yeah, I have like legit things going on in my
Mhm.
life. So I think that you then start humanizing people at that
Mhm.
moment. And so I don't mind being in this forum because I want people to start humanizing people. You have
Mhm.
to understand that everybody's not gonna look like you. Everybody's
Mhm.
not gonna grow up like you. Everybody's not gonna come out like you. You know what I mean? But we're all here to have a purpose and a plan,
Mhm.
and that's to work together to get to our next goals and our
Mhm.
dreams. But if we're always so closed-minded, if we're always shutting the door, if we're
Mhm.
always side-eyeing somebody or always have something to daggone say, I wish half the people in Atlanta
But
shut their
a
damn
lot of
mouth.
people
But I
they're
digress.
raised like that too.
That's true too.
They're raised in an environment where the people don't know how to meet them where they are,
Exactly.
because I put this high expectation of who I expect you to be, who I want you to
There's
be,
nothing wrong with the
you know.
expectation. Like my father
No,
didn't let that,
but it's
but
something.
because I look like this, my father has not let the expectation go of me raising my kids to be a father. So like
You know,
that, you get what I'm saying? People have to hold you accountable and where you are and what's going
Mhm.
on. I just feel
right.
like people don't hold themselves accountable when they hurt somebody's feelings or when
Mhm.
they do something to people. They have no accountability,
Well,
and
that's
even
that
if
comes from
it,
a lack of empathy.
yeah, but even if you, and then I have literally had to go back. Didn't mean nothing by it. Didn't
Mhm.
honestly thought I was joking. Thought I was playing around, and
But
literally
some
had to
people
go
are
back and
definitely.
apologize to realize, hey, you didn't take it the same way that I took it, or you didn't.
But see,
Everybody's
that's
different.
still a big difference because your nature as a person is not like that. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Versus some people, they are the mean girl, they are the mean boys. Like they just are mean people, and they lack empathy because they like say for instance, like you'll come back and apologize, or me and you will have a powwow after we don't say had words, and even though me and you didn't take it personally with each other, we still gave each other that ground to like, okay, if you said something that you feel was offensive, let me know,
And
and
we do it all the time, but we got into it with a couple of weeks on the radio. Even then, like
yeah.
though we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and y'all, we went back and forth, honey. That is the episode that y'all really need to go listen to, honey, because it was the food. But we went back and forth, and then once the guy had clicked the thing off, she said, "Now what the hell is wrong with you?" I did laugh because I didn't think nothing was wrong with me. But when she said it, it did make me say, "Oh shit, maybe it is something
Oh,
clearly."
I thought y'all was gonna fight. That's the episode where I kept going "Meow" in the background.
Yes, 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 yes. So at that point, it did make me click. Like, dang, maybe I was a little off today. And if I was, and I think I said to Carl, "Oh, girl, I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah.
I was just
But
ranting
I
around."
didn't take it offensive either,
Right, right.
because as like I said, your nature as a person, I know, and see that's what a lot of times we minimize other people's problems. So if you feel like something is small and another person like, well,
Feels like
that's
it's
a big
big,
deal
right?
to me. So that to me is like almost insulting my character because you know me as a person,
Mm-hmm.
So and you know that I certain stuff like if I'm sensitive or whatever, don't minimize what you feel like is minor to you because you wouldn't take it that way.
Definitely. Well,
And
I've been in that
so
situation time or two my damn self, honey. So I know what that feel like often, and so I try to avoid to make somebody feel, um, to even try to feel that way. I try my best. I ain't say I was perfect. I ain't say I ain't screw up or jack it up because I done jacked it up a couple times. I will admit to that. I done clearly just messed it up, but I just, I think I wish that people at this point would just own their shit.
right.
Nobody's perfect. We all have skeletons in our closet. We all get attitudes. We all go through things. It's just, we all have times where we don't want to be bothered, where we do want to be bothered. I just think, I think if we identified ourselves really as just being human, that we would get somewhere. We would get somewhere a lot further than what we're doing right now. And I think that's where I'm at with it. I just want people to see us as human. Stop seeing blacks, stop seeing whites, stop seeing Chinese, stop seeing
Everybody does it but
yes,
us.
like we're all human. If you cut me, I'm gonna bleed. Period, point blank. Like stop it at this point. Everybody. Hell, I seen the trans. Did y'all see that video? Of the transgenders who got robbed and nobody helped them.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think I
and
saw a clip of that.
they were filming it, but nobody helped. They were filming it, but nobody stopped to put their phone down to get the guy who snatched the purse. Like I in my head was watching the video, like, is this what America is now coming to?
Oh, America's been that.
We're gonna film it and we're not gonna
America's been that. Everybody think they're a cinematographer and a director these days. Everybody.
Yeah, added it too.
Well, old 90-year-old lady getting beat up. Punch the kicker in the back.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, hold on,
Like,
cut. Hold on, let me get a different angle.
Right.
Like, it's pathetic. It's crazy to me.
it's ridiculous at this point.
But all right, y'all. It has been a pleasure being with you guys today. We got the you a robber? What you robbing? What you?
You know what?
Look, he got his eyes.
I ain't playing because he probably got a only fan like that any damn way.
Stop giving me laugh like that.
How you doing?
What he got?
I don't know.
He got an only fan like that right now.
With the ruler.
Bow, honey, yes.
Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all, that are watching and they don't know I got my 4 teeth taken out and they tried to kill me. At one point, I thought I saw an axe and a chisel. They was just, look, I thought my whole place would fall off.
Oh, Lord.
So, you know, this the only good thing I got out of Corona is that I could get to wear a mask to cover up this botched surgery.
Ain't nothing like that. Pop just did this shit out of us, though. I will tell you that, honey. I didn't know what was happening, honey. I thought I was getting pumped.
Right. And then, because all we seen was the screen pop up, and then we seen you pop, and I was like, oh, that's Richards. I'm like,
I wasn't even there. Oh, that's Richards. I was like, who the hell is that?
Y'all know I couldn't let y'all do the whole show without me.
Right.
I'm glad because we sure was talking about you earlier. Like, Dad, Richards not gonna be on here.
Right.
I wasn't gonna come. I just took my medicine. I started feeling a little better. So let me chime in real quick.
Oh, I'm glad.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, can we chime in on get you a peace song, honey, for the people, honey?
Yep. Let's go.
Oh, and then we also have to work on this Urbanish intro, honey, because we don't have no intros to our pieces, honey, and we out here looking crazy.
I'm gonna see what I can dig up.
Because we done got used to this radio and these intros, honey, so we be looking for music and things, and now we realize that there ain't no music.
Okay. We can work on it. Tiffany, you gonna do the voiceover, or we gonna have LT do it? Is LT here?
No.
Do you see her?
Oh.
Wait a minute, you muted.
Huh? You know you're on mute. Like
The other one.
Oh, you do know you're on mute, and we
Yeah. The one where we was on live, it cut. I didn't realize that the computer was going dead.
Oh.
But they say we still live.
It do?
Yeah, we live right now.
Hold on.
I don't even know what the damn. Let me see.
Yeah, it's like we still live.
It said we still live.
Yeah.
So Regis, I don't know if you're gonna be able to go in there.
Going what?
I mean, and I'm the only one on there. Oh no, now we on.
Well, I see all of y'all.
Yeah, I'm looking at y'all, looking at me, looking at us, honey.
Oh.
Oh, she getting attacked, y'all.
Baby, this after hours, honey, Urbanish child.
So now we've done one. One person at a time. And then I got to plug the computer back up and log off. Richard! Yeah.
Why you call that boy like Precious?
Why you gonna call him while we still on this live, girl?
Yeah, don't call me so quick.
So you can't cut the live off because it was on the other computer?
Uh-huh. I was being bougie today.
Oh.
This computer won't let. Well, Richard, don't unplug my. I'm in the.
Oh Lord.
LT ain't got nothing on you today, baby.
So moving on to another subject. What else is going on in the hot topics? Y'all heard about Usher beating up the weekend?
What?
No.
Apparently Usher didn't beat shit out of the weekend. You know Usher didn't know how to box because he's been boxing ever since he was in that movie where he played who did he play? Was it Muhammad Ali he played?
You heard about Usher beating up the
No,
weekend?
he didn't play no Muhammad Ali.
Who did Usher play? He played somebody.
Oh, you heard about that?
And he beat up the weekend.
The Usher beating up the weekend. Don't. Oh, my son just said, "Who was Usher?" Don't worry about it. I'm good.
Blasphemy.
And then he says, "Oh, do you mean in church?" You know what? Don't worry about it. Yeah, because the church Usher beat up the weekend.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh my God. I'll sit over here and.
Osha.
There's this picture going around.
But
I don't know if y'all can see it.
Okay, so this Brandy and Monica.
You look like Freakazoid.
Brandy and Monica.
You got a black eye and a bloody lip.
Who y'all got?
The weekend.
You know I got Brandy, but you know I'm both a fan of Monica.
I'm over it. I'm over it. You know why? Because I think people are missing the point. They're missing it.
Yeah.
They're missing the point.
They're celebrating their music.
These are two ladies, two black ladies who the industry had pinned against one another, and they've had beef for years.
Alleged beef.
And here it is. Now they have decided, thank you for alleged, they have decided to get together and do this, Brandy versus Monica, and people are missing it. It's not about one side or the other. It's about two women who they pinned against in the industry coming together to make music together, and we're missing it.
2 songs together.
We're missing it. The Grammy that they both have is together. The one Grammy that they have was clipped up. It's together for The Boy Is Mine.
Exactly.
How we gonna log off because I clearly clicked the fuck off.
Oh, you can't make me the host? Hold on.
Meanwhile, they still trying to figure this out, so we just gonna keep talking until they figure it out.
Yeah. Because I don't understand why they put them like and then they like throw Leah in the mix, and it's like I love all 3 of them for 3 different reasons.
Leah ain't even here. She can't even defend herself.
Exactly. It's like to me they're not comparable. I love Brandy for totally different reasons. I love Monica, and I love Aaliyah for totally different reasons why I love them both.
Absolutely.
All right, I made you the host.
I so agree with that. Yes, said it in this chat box. I was over here reading.
All right, so you want to go ahead and do this outro one more time? So Tiffany, tell the folks where they can find you.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. That's all I got.
Your face, Lord.
Oh, buenas noches.
So, you guys, you can. It was a pleasure being with you guys today. We were an hour 30 minutes. We came in kind of late because the connection. I guess everybody on Zoom.
Cause we ain't had none of the men's on here for real, and that's why we were struggling. That's what we gonna tell the truth. We were struggling because none of the men's.
Yeah, we were struggling, but it got nothing to do with us because we had.
You wasn't on here. Tank was at football practice with cheering. So guess what? Me and Tiffany.
I'm sorry.
So you can find us on all social media platforms on Facebook, Urban-ish on Facebook, on
That ain't it.
Instagram, Urbanish Radio. So people don't push your ass. Like, and on Twitter, Urbanish Radio. So make sure you go follow us on all social media platforms. Also, check out our website, urbanish-digital.com, as well to keep up with us on live podcast, TV, and all that great stuff that we have going on. And JB, what can we find you?
Well, you can find me on here on the Urbanish Network. Or you can find me on my J Nelson page. Or you can find me at the real JDO on Instagram. That's all I need you to find me at. Or did you find me nowhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I realize you got your glasses on, but where can we find you, Regis?
Yes, honey, I'm here looking like Mr. Peepers. Yay!
Well, unlike 80 JDR, you ain't gonna find me on OnlyFans, but
Ooh.
And can and will.
Okay.
Everybody need a coin.
You can find me
y'all playing.
on Redress Bell, and that's everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that. Make sure you follow us and watch Urbanish TV via Roku and Amazon Fire Stick through Indie Central TV to catch The Rough Cut Season 1. We have more in store for you guys coming up next year, so just be on the lookout for some great things. And as usual, stay positive, be warm,
stay positive,
love yourselves, love each other, all that good.
Love you.
I got my Michelle Obama in today, y'all.
Ooh, girl, Michelle Obama here.
Yes, it's my Michelle Obama. Yes. I felt real presidential.
And if you're in the Atlanta area, make sure you get you a piece with JD get your hair did or your makeup done. Okay?
Yes.
And if you need a songwriter, let us know. We got Tiffany. She also songs right too. She be trying to flex though, but yeah, we're gonna put her on there.
Honey, we got a lot of people that do a lot of things, honey, with this Urbanish, honey. So basically, honey, if you need, it's a one-stop shop, baby. Come on and get you a piece, honey, and get you what you need, honey. That's what we're trying to say.
Readers got you.
Honey.
Peace.
All right.